Hello and welcome back, all my viewers and subscribers. And I'd like to thank you guys all for subscribing to the channel and continuing to support me as I go along my path. So, again, thank you all for subscribing. And also, I'd like to give a shout out to Gaza Uncle. Um, Thank you for the support. Also, shout out to Mario and Isaac Gazer, DJ Architect, Up Movement TV, State of Dancehall, Sasser Ice, um, Orlando Fairweather. These are all people who continue to support me and support my live streams. Also, people, as I said, who subscribe to the channel, you can look out for my notifications. Make sure it's turned on to all in order to receive my notification when I go live. And so today's topic is basically how I go about doing my heavy equipment installation. Um, so when I say heavy equipment, I mean electrical panels, um, electrical disconnects, meter base. It could be anything to do with heavy stuff. Um, there's a big difference when it comes to the heavy work, and the heavy work is normally planned out accordingly. So when you're ready to install, there's nothing that's going to go wrong. So basically, what I do when I plan my heavy lifting jobs is I would basically lay out I will lay out my stuff. I whether it be me going to the there's already holes that are pre-drilled inside of the panel, the disconnect, the meter base, and when it comes to panels, what I'll do is if it's inside of the main electrical room inside of the basement, and I have to go onto the concrete wall, block wall. I'm going to take my measurements from inside of the panel, meaning I'm going to take my measuring tape and measure across. Sorry about that. I was cut off the StreamYard. I'm not sure why. Yes, so basically, the way I like to do my installation is I like to take my measuring tape, and there's four holes already pre-drilled inside of the panel. I'm going to take those measurements and transfer it onto the wall, and I'm basically going to pre-drill my holes, and while pre-drilling my hole, I can obviously I can obviously put a couple of screws inside and hang my panel depending on the size of the screw, or I can use a smaller screw, hang the panel, and install the proper screws for the other holes. That way it's already up, and you can remove the smaller screw and replace it with a stronger screw. Also, like I said, it's very important that you pre-drill. You're using the right plywood onto the wall. So obviously, you want to make sure that the plywood is the proper plywood, whether it be weatherproof or non-weatherproof. When it comes to the installation of the disconnects and the meter base, depending on the size of the also depending on the size of the panel and the meter base, and also the disconnect, the heavier it is, you'll be required to use some type of lag bolts. That way it's secure enough onto the stud or the block wall, whatever it may be. Also, what I like to do is I like to install, when it comes to the meter base, depending on the size of it, I like to install some plywood on the other side of the wall. That way I'm drilling into the plywood, 2x6 plywood, strong, secure, holds everything properly, and gets the job done. So these are steps that I take when it comes to the heavy equipment. As I said, it's very important to have the proper material for the job when it's getting done. Just make sure you don't cheap out on the material. It's not worth it. You'll be running back and forth to the store to get the proper material. So yeah, these are the steps that I take in going about my work. Um, so again, it's very important, and this was just a quick live on the topic itself. So again, like I said, it was just a topic on the installation of the heavy equipment. And for all those who are checking in, you can hit the like button. You can also subscribe to the channel to stay up to date to the content. So again, it's very important to know what you're doing when it comes to heavy equipment. Also, there's a whole lot of stuff when it comes to heavy equipment. You have the cable tray. Um, Cable tray is mostly used in commercial. We use it for data a lot. When you want to run data cable, you can basically run that cable tray throughout the building, and it makes it very easy to pull your cable through the cable tray. Also, you can also set up a cable tray to do many other things when it comes to the installation of cable tray. Obviously, you have to with cable tray you have to hang it from the ceiling, or if it's not hang from the ceiling, you're going to support it onto the wall itself. So cable tray again, it's mostly used for data. It's used in the commercial sector. Um, it's very easy to work with once you get to learn it. Obviously, you can do a whole lot of fancy stuff with it, a lot of bendings with it also. So, cable tray is another one of those heavy things that you need two people, but if you are smart enough and know what you're doing, then you can maneuver around it. So, cable tray, like I said, is another aspect of the trade, something that we use, like I said, to run the cable through the building. And there's normally a whole lot of data that will be run through the cable tray. And then you also got the other heavy equipment such as conduit. Um, Sometimes you run about 6-inch conduit. That's the bigger conduit. Obviously, bigger conduit means that you're not going to be strapping it onto the wall unless it's supported good enough. Up Movement TV. Thanks for checking in. Just a live I was doing about the installation of heavy equipment and how we go about installing the heavy equipment opposed to the smaller stuff. Um, so basically, what I was just saying about cable tray. Cable tray is another form of um, it's not conduit, but it's basically a tray that you will run through the commercial building, and you will use it for the data cable when you're pulling a whole lot of data cable to get across. So it's the quickest and easiest way that we will run data. Obviously, my background, I'm not a data person, but I do know how to run data and built cable trays. So these cable trays basically have to be. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing. No, don't say a word. Okay, so cable tray, as you know, it's usually prepped by the licensed electrician or journeyman on the job, and we're the ones who will run the cable tray for the data guys, and they will come in after and pull in the data to the locations where they have to go. When it comes to the bigger conduit now, the bigger conduit, which can range from 4-inch to 6-inch, we're talking about the bigger of the EMT pipe that we will use for larger systems. When I say larger systems, I mean bigger transformers, bigger panels, stuff like that, that's what we will use the bigger pipes for, according to the size of the wire. So this pipe, which is the EMT pipe, 4 inch, 6 inch. Um, a lot of times, if we're running EMT pipe inside of the building, we will build what is called a rack, a pipe rack, and we will lay out the pipe rack accordingly. Obviously, staying away from the same spot that the duct is going to be installed. So that's why it's very important that you guys get to know the code book when you're working on the job, because the code book will allow you to have a lot more knowledge of these things that I'm currently talking about. So when it comes to the heavy pipe, and when it comes to the drawings and stuff, you need to get familiar with the drawings, because when you get into the commercial sector, you cannot be running your pipe along the same path as the duct, because they're going to want you to remove it. And the first thing they're going to say is, why didn't you check the drawing to see the layout of the ductwork? So like I said, it's very important to know the drawings, to know how to find certain things in that drawing um, that's given to you on the job site. It will also tell you where you can run your pipe and where you can't run your pipe, what obstacles to avoid, the whole 9 yards. So very important to have an idea about the drawings when it comes to the commercial sector. So along with the installation of conduit, 4 inch, 6 inch, obviously, like I said, we will sometimes, a lot of the times, use a tray. If we're running multiple pipes, we will build a rack with unistrut, and we will support our pipe on that rack. It allows us to run multiple pipes at the same time. You can either hang it from the ceiling, um, you can hang it on the wall if the pipe's going from the basement all the way to the top. So these are different aspects of running the pipe and the rack that you're going to provide, that you can basically do. So it's not hard. It takes planning, and obviously, like I keep stressing, um, you have to use the proper tools. The proper material. The bigger the job is, it means you know the bigger the screws you're going to be using to make sure you support them, whether it be with anchors or shots, as we mostly use those in commercial, a lot of shots for the threaded rod to hang our unistrut so we can run our pipe along. So it's very important for people to pay attention when it comes to working in the commercial sector. Like I said, there's a whole lot of stuff that you can learn. Um, Commercial is pretty much um, the knowledge is that you can obtain from the commercial sector is unreal. There's a lot of knowledge to be learned on the commercial sector. So, like I said, this was just a quick live, and I'd like to thank all you guys for tuning in. And also, I like to big up Movement TV, and also, again, big up Gaza Uncle for the continuous support. And I'd like to give a shout out to Trill. Just hold it down. Ours is just ticking away. See you soon, and I will catch you guys on the next live.